Being able to work in places like US, Canada, Dubai, Australia, we've worked in Portugal, Spain, and many, obviously UK being our main place, there is a big challenge I've realized around the world regarding co-hosting. And look, for me, I've worked in other people's account for the last 6 years, going into 7 years in Airbnb. And right now we're doing over 22 clients, depending on somebody having one unit all the way to, I've got 2 big clients right now who's got over 300 properties. Look, if you're getting into co-hosting, these 3 challenges is what's gonna make co-hosting difficult, you know, from a perspective as you hopefully starting a co-hosting business or for an Airbnb owner. So guys, if you're new to this channel, my name is Piers BK. We've done loads of videos in my channel about Airbnb, service accommodation, obviously getting bookings, getting direct bookings. Everything I do is based on working with clients, seeing what we've done, right? So most of the content I try and keep around Airbnb purely because of what I'm very passionate about. But in this video, I want to make sure that, you know, if you're getting into co-hosting, like as long as you don't do these 3 things, and hopefully be able to kind of come out of this with competitions, challenges, and all that kind of stuff, I think you're going to be in an amazing place. Let's go in. So look, if you're thinking about Airbnb co-hosting word a lot around the internet, firstly, like, look, I'm going to leave a link below about the Airbnb kind of website having that co-hosting information. They explain it into a slightly different details to how you can build your co-hosting business. But also in this channel, I've done loads of videos about co-hosting, so I'm going to play that first just because you can understand what exactly is co-hosting and obviously what you can achieve with it.
First off, what exactly is Airbnb co-hosting business? So in a nutshell, you're working or partnering up with an Airbnb owner to manage everything pretty much digitally online for those properties and portfolio they have. You can handle everything from like guest comms and cleaners, getting them bookings.
These are people who have got challenges in people. They've had challenges in growing their brand and marketing. They've had challenges in their operational or systems and processes, or they've got challenges on their sales and performance, and they've come and worked with us. Now, those bigger clients, when they're effectively managing it for other people, they're going through this exact 3 challenge. And for you, the first challenge I want to talk about is the incompetent outreach, because I'm going to put it pretty straight, right? If you're looking at a Airbnb account and you've gone in and you wanted to somebody's told you, oh, go into Airbnb and send a person a message. Firstly, if you're doing that a couple of times, Airbnb will flag and they will block you from doing outreach. So that is not a great strategy at all. But also, I think without understanding someone's calendar, the type of business they run, when you're outreaching to those people, they really will have no interest to talk to you because they're sat there going, this person's just literally spammed us. And that's my own issue. Like I remember when I was growing Airbnb about, 4 years ago, we were going into Airbnb and we were sending people messages and I thought it was a great idea. Now we're talking 4 years, right? This is the early days of nobody even talking about co-hosting. We're sending messages to work, and this was literally for clients to work with us, and we're sent, and a couple of days later, every Airbnb account started getting shut, and for me, I was like, okay, great. Airbnb won't allow us to do that. Fast forward like 4 years later, we've realized there's numbers of ways you can do outreach using Airbnb, or also some clear technique to become the best outreach person that will allow you to get engagement. Now, when you're doing outreach, remember guys, you're not the only person doing it, and there's hundreds of people like around the world, thousands of people doing it in different parts of the world. So it comes to a point nowadays that Airbnb owners, which is the second challenge, they feel very much like spammed because they're going into it and they're thinking an inquiries come through and it's like either a cleaner sending a message or a potential co-hosting person like being annoying and sending the message, and you don't want to be that. So think about different outreach strategy that's going to allow you to really build relationship and add value, and that's very much important if you're going to move with co-hosting model in 2025. Now, challenge number 2, I believe, is wrong hire costs to an Airbnb owners, right? Because not every co-host are going to deliver what they're going to say they're going to do. And i.e., if I put the 3 kind of major delivery is managing the listing, obviously guest communication, very, very crucial. And last but not the least, obviously cleaning management and speaking to the cleaners and making sure that the property is fully cleaned, but also the tracking of the expenses and all that kind of stuff. So why do I say about wrong hire cost to an Airbnb owner? It's I've seen in the UK in the past kind of 4 or 5 years, I've saved so many businesses from shutting down because of management companies not doing the right thing for their clients, not getting them bookings, relying on Airbnb like management business shouldn't do. Effectively, as a co-hosting, you're going to fall into that same category, which is making sure that you're still getting them bookings, because if you bring them bookings, you're going to get paid more. If you're going to be creative on getting them direct bookings because you've invested on building your own brand, because you can then get direct bookings, which you can put into your client's account. That's what they want to see. They don't want to see someone just sitting there hoping to get a booking. So a bad cost, for hiring an Airbnb owner can be a big challenges, because they're going to end up feeling like they've wasted time. Obviously it's their investment. So if the property doesn't make any money, they're losing, not only even if you gave them a bad service, but also it costs them the time, the effort, and eventually money in their properties, right? So to make it viable, right? Remember guys, we're thinking about how you're going to make it viable to make it work for you. You've got to really drill into these 3 things and kind of create a system, right? I'm a big fan of using Trello. I can sit there going, okay, what can I do in listings? What can I do in operationals? And again, AI's there's loads of different software that you've got to invest, especially if you're looking to scale this business. So yeah, really exciting to share, and we'll move into the challenge number 3 now. Now, lastly, being able to retain your client, because again, most of the time I've seen with people starting co-hosting, they're not doing the right agreements. Obviously, they're also not being able to set some expectation, and what they end up becoming is they'll do all the work. Obviously, an Airbnb owner will see the way you're operating and the way that you're doing the things, and effectively, if you're not doing the right agreement, you haven't got the right contract, they're going to end up taking their property back because they've got no commitment. I think again, retaining a client has a lot of different strategy. Over the last few years, I've learned that with Grow Your B&B, because we offer the Grow Your B&B brand, and we do all the branding services and we grow their business. But now we offer Automate Your B&B, where I've seen that a lot of operators, especially between that 5 to 10, they sit there with the same thing again and again, using on Google Drive, not tracking their sales, not tracking their performance, not being able to create sales reporting, not being able to have a simple daily marketing checklist. And being able to retain client has been now my biggest thing within our businesses, because I've realized that the more I do this, I'm adding that first value of growing their brand, but second value of actually automating their business, because once you go into 5 units, client wants to have more time back. And obviously that's when, for me, it's all about understanding what the client needs, setting expectation, and making sure that you're retaining them for 12 months and longer, especially in your case, right? As a co-host, if you're charging extra amount for 10% or, whatever that is on your service fee, you need to make sure that you have a clear plan to allow themselves and also get rewarded for the property that you're working on, because you're going to put all this hard work to get them bookings and all that kind of stuff, and you haven't got a retaining strategy, and you're going to end up losing that business. So guys, as you can see, Christmas coming, obviously low season coming. I think it's a great time of the year for co-hosting people to really kind of push harder, because there's going to be more lower season areas, countries that you want to nail, that like maybe somebody's had their first 12 months and they're really frustrated with their business not doing that well, and you can really go in and add those values into this customers, give them more time back. I'm sure there's more people now talking about the same thing, that the reason why co-hosting is not just you want to get more bookings, it's also giving an owner a time back, making sure you increase their efficiency rate, obviously guest experience and everything to do with it. So I think it's a great time to go and really scale this business. However, let's not be that another person that's just doing that outreach to get those properties lined up, because you're not going to grow your business. You're going to end up obviously affecting the industry and it happens in our rent-to-rent market, where people are looking to rent it from landlord, and landlords are really annoyed. So as agents agents are really annoyed because an incompetent owners or rent-to-rent deal has gone in and somebody has not done the right thing for their landlord and the estate agent and the letting agents they're dealing with. So it is that making sure that these three things are fully covered. And guys, look, I hope you enjoyed another Grow Your B&B video. It's been really exciting to share this video. We've got a couple of really good ideas coming for next year. I've got two things here in this description. I've got school community where I've got like a free, there's about 100 videos free that you can go through and understand my thought process on working with clients and other topics that's going to be useful for co-hosting. And also there's a WhatsApp number, so if you are looking to start a co-hosting business, we've got a very small mastermind going on at the moment. And yeah, if you'd like to join and want to know more about the mastermind, please make sure you send us a WhatsApp. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching another Grow Your B&B video, and I'll be back with another video soon.